Gurudev, why don't we ever sing songs about Lord Rama?
Never mind. Never mind. The mind can never go there where you are. A wave can never go to the depth. By the time wave goes to the depth, it ceases to be a wave. So mind can never go to you. So mind can never be you. That's why never mind. You are never the mind. Mind is superficial. The moment that mind starts going towards you, it is no mind. That's why it said never mind. You are accepted there, never the mind. The mind never. Your mind can never go there. The mind keeps on asking the question, why? There is no why. You have had this experience. Often it's, oh, this is all my mind stuff. That moment, there is an alertness, an awareness that dawns. Have you noticed? You go on with your mind, galloping on the mind, and why, and then suddenly for a moment, it's, oh, this is all my mind stuff. And that very moment, there is a relief from the mind. Yes? No?
Yes.
And more when you feel this, oh, it's all mind stuff. This is first step of labeling. Oh, this is all my mind stuff. More and more you are aware of it. And then that is it. It just vanishes. That is abhyasa. This is practice. The next sutra, Patanjali says, Satu dirgha kala nairantarya satkara sevita dridabhumi. This effort to be still, the effort to be steady is practice. For a moment you realize this is this moment, and then that vanishes from your sight. You say now, but the moment you have said now, then again you are lost the now. It's not right to say you have lost, but in some sense you feel you are not in the now. But this effort to be established steadily in the now, because the now is not just linear. The now is not linear. The now is very deep. and vast. Now, the present moment is not just a point, it's a dot. It's infinity in all dimensions, from all sides. That is now. Practice is the stability in that moment. That is the purpose of practice. And how can that be arranged? How can that be achieved? Satu Dhirga Kala. It takes long time. Nairantarya, without a gap. Satkara Sevito, with honor and respect. Receiving it, practicing it with honor, with respect. Dridabhumi, then it becomes firmly established. Anything in life that is of some value takes some time to culture, to master an art. Whether it's cooking or playing a guitar or sitar or a flute, it takes some time, doesn't it? It takes time. Though it's the same fingers, but in the flute you have to use that fingers for a while. Cannot say and one day you learn the flute. It's not possible. To learn an instrument, it takes quite a while, and to master it even more. Let alone the music. See games, a football game. It needs a coach. If you want to be a sportsman, you need a coach. And you need practices. You go to gymnasium, you need a coach there. Bodybuilding, it doesn't happen overnight. Muscles won't grow. It takes quite a long time. Body has its own requirement of time for its growth. Similarly, mind has even more time for its growth. Mind needs more time for. See, if you want to memorize something, it takes some time to memorize. In the same way, any practices takes some time. It need not be too long time, but sufficiently long time. And how? Without a gap. What we do usually, we learn something and leave it for some time, again start doing it. If we just go as and to the fantasies of our mind, if we feel like doing, we do it. If we don't want to do it, then we feel a little lazy, we don't do it. Then that connection is broken, then it doesn't happen. Without a gap, constant reminder, constant practices is essential. Just like you go to gymnasium for a couple of days and leave it and go for next month couple of days, nothing will happen. You learn to play a music or a piano, and 2 days you learn, you do it, you play, and then you leave it for 2 months and then start playing. Then there is no consistency, lack of consistency. You do not learn any art. So Satu Dirgha Kala, longer time, without a gap, Satkara Sevita. This is another important thing. With honor and respect. Sometimes, oh, I had to do it, grumbling and gapping and being doing something unenthusiastic is of no use. That is not abhyasa. Abhyasa is something done with gratitude, gratefulness, honor, with respect. This is something we lack in our life. Anything we don't do it with honor or respect. Even if you do something with honor and respect, it lasts very short period. That if you have to do something for over a period of time, you tend to lose that honor or respect. Do you see what I'm saying? If you have to arrange this stage here, if it's new thing, the first time you are doing it and the first day you are doing it with all honor, all respect and everything. With so much attention, so much love, so much heart and awareness you put it. But if you have to do it over and over every day, the coming 5 months, 6 months, you'll just do it. You don't do it with the same spirit that you did it on the first day. As time goes, you seem to lose that alertness, attention, attentiveness, honor. First day when you sit for meditation, you feel wonderful because you are there, you are taking it with all honor. But then later on, and you simply sit, oh, I have to meditate, and just sit and close your eyes. It is not the same effective. Do you see what I'm saying? If any day your meditation or kriya or anything is a little low or not that charming, it is because you have lost respect for it. Not in the sense you disrespect it, that attentiveness, alertness towards it is reduced. That's why time to time when you come together in a course, your meditation goes deeper because here you are receiving it with honor. You are honoring that knowledge. You are honoring yourself. What is honor? Have you ever thought about it? What is honoring? What is honor? Honor is total attentiveness to the present moment with a tinge of gratefulness. You honor the mountain here. That means you are looking at the mountain with all your heart, all your mind, without questioning or without debating in yourself, just honoring, being happy and grateful for what the mountain is. Isn't it? You honor some Nobel scientist. That means what? When the Nobel scientist is there, you are completely in the moment, being with that with all your heart. Isn't it? Respecting, honoring. Like that, respect and honor every moment in your life. Then that is practice. You respect your own body. That is practice. That is asana. Asana is what? Respecting your own body, every movement, consciously. Respecting your breath, honoring your breath, that is pranayam. And keeping up that over a period of time. See, this is just like the kriya and dimensions in kriya. What is needed there? You have to do the kriya, but you have to be with the rhythm. the attention being there, honoring, respecting for a period of time. Any practice is a practice when it is done over a period of time without a gap, respectfully, honoring it every day, every then it becomes firmly established. Do you get this point? It's a very vital thing. Just notice any day your meditation has become dull or not to your satisfaction. See, oh, have I kept the continuity of the practice? Yes, I have been doing every day. But still it is not good. What is the problem? Oh, I have not honored this mantra. I have not honored this time of sitting with myself. I am not honoring the life in me. So my meditation is going haywire. Then let me honor. All these events are secondary. Honor this moment. It's very precious. However this moment is, this is very precious. Honor this word. This master has given me this word. This is so precious. Honoring the master is honoring master's word. So when simply they have said in one sentence, if you do not have honor or respect for the master, your meditation will not work. Why? Why so? Huh? Because that honor and the respect brings up that consciousness in you, awareness in you, that helps you to focus on the moment so totally. If you don't honor the master will not lose anything. It's your own mind that is at loss because it is unable to be in the moment totally. Dive deep into the source totally. So, Satkara Sevita, honoring, honoring the source of knowledge, honoring the master, honoring the knowledge, honoring the receiver. This is practice. Get it? Simple clues, no? Just definition of a practice. A good musician will honor that music and the one who has taught him the one who has composed the song, his full attention is there. Do you see that? Same with a good sportsman, he will honor his coach. Once if he doesn't honor his coach, he'll not progress. Because of his attentiveness, the honor that he has for his coach, he is able to move ahead in his sports. But otherwise, if you keep judging, oh, coach says something, let me do what I want to do, then what is the need of having a coach? Then, it is broken there, right? This is abhyasa. Now comes vairagya. Is it enough? Just this abhyasa, is the practice alone is enough? Patanjali says no. Two oxes needed to pull this cart. One is abhyasa, another is vairagya. Two wheels of this cart. Abhyasa one side, vairagya. What is vairagya? दृष्टानुश्रविक विषये वितृष्णस्य वशीकार संयम वैराग्य. दृष्टानुश्रविक विषये mind gallops towards the world of five senses. If you just sit quiet, close your eyes or open your eyes, do anything, where your mind goes, your mind goes towards sense of sight. Sense of sight, it just runs towards that. You want to see something, somebody, or sense of smell, taste, sound, touch. See that? Or it gallops towards something it has heard. It has never seen, just what it has read, some thoughts. And this craving for any of these experiences in the mind can stop you from being in the present moment. Vairagya is what, for few moments you say, however beautiful a scene is, I am not interested to look at it now. However great a food is, this is not the time, I am not interested to taste them now. However melodious a music may be, I don't mind listening to it right now. However beautiful it is to touch something, I am not interested in feeling it now. Do you see that? Even for a few moments, retrieving our senses from the craving or from the thirst of its objects back to its source is Vairagya. Are you getting it? This is another basic requirement for meditation. Whenever you want to sit for meditation, a deep meditation, in your mind this dispassion have to arise. Without dispassion, your meditation is no good, is useless. Do you see what I am saying? It cannot provide you the rest that you are longing for. Your mind is tired, is burned down through its galloping on desires after desires. It's so tired. Just turn back and see all the desires you have achieved. Have they given you rest? No. They have only created few more desires in you, and the few more desires you are on it, and have they given you that fulfillment? No. They only gave you more hope that you can achieve more, you can have more, and that has put you on another trip. So you are on a merry-go-round. It's not even merrier, but it just go round. It's not even merry-go-round. You know the merry-go-round have these horses. You sit on it, the horses don't go anywhere. Just go around the same place. But gives you an illusion you have traveled miles and miles but reaching nowhere. Life has been such a journey where you are galloping and galloping and galloping and reaching nowhere. This is what desire does to you. Mind is obsessed with desire that mind cannot meditate. Are you getting what I'm saying? Now, there are two type of uh, attitudes. Some people say, "Oh, mind should not have desire, so I should not have any desire." This becomes another desire. Destroy the desires. Some people are on this trip to destroy their desires. They are beating around the bush. Nothing happens for them. Understand these principles very well. Vitrishnasya vashikara sanya vairagya. That craving for any of the sense objects or any heard celestial heavenly places, that the mind gallops on, is an obstruction. An expectation in meditation is an obstruction. You have heard somebody had big experience of light coming, somebody coming from the heaven and taking them by hand, and you sit with your eyes closed. Oh, I want that angel to come up, that light to dawn on me, and then I burst into a million stars. All these ideas, these becomes an obstruction. Says dispassion. Say, never mind, I am not giving up for any of this pleasure. Your desire for pleasure or happiness makes you unhappy. You examine whenever you are miserable or unhappy, behind that is you are wanting to be happy. Do you get it? Craving for happiness brings misery. If you don't crave for happiness, you are happy. You crave for happiness, you invite misery. When you don't care for happiness, you are liberated. And when you don't even care for liberation, you attain love. This is Parama Vairagya. When you don't even care for liberation, but that is second step. First step is when you don't care for happiness, then you are free, you are liberated. See, happiness is just a mere idea in your mind. You think if you have this, you'll be happy, and you have it, whatever you wanted. Are you happy? I didn't think it would have been like this before. Vairagya is putting a stop for craving for happiness. Do you get it? That doesn't mean you have to be miserable. It doesn't say you shouldn't enjoy, but the craving for joy, if you retrieve your mind from it, then you can meditate. Then you can still all the five modulations. Then yoga happens. Get it? Your dreams and fantasies, all this, shatter them. All your dreams and fantasies, just offer them in the fire. Burn them down. What great happiness you want to have. How long you can have it? You're going to be finished. You'll be underneath this mud. Isn't it? For sure. It is all going to end. Before this earth eats you up. Become free. Free from this feverishness that is gripping your mind. Free from this craving for happiness. What great happiness you are having. Every objects of pleasure that you have experienced have become like styrofoam. Hasn't it? Packing material. What do you call it? Styrofoam?
Stereotype. Stereotype.
What do you call it? Styrofoam. Styrofoam. You know, styrofoam, you eat what taste it has. Isn't it? Look into every craving that you have closely, carefully. And remember, you are going to die. You are craving for sweet, sugar, food. Okay, I am going to tons of them. Okay, have it. And see, consciously see what is in this. Nothing. What else do you crave for? Beautiful scenes. Keep on looking at scenes. How long can you look? The best of the places, you'll forget them. Few moments you can see, that's it. Your eyes get tired, you'll close it. What more craving can come up in you? Sex. How much sex can you have? Have it, finish it. You will see there's nothing in it. How long? Few moments that body looks like a styrofoam, which was so attractive. What other thing? All the objects of senses, you will see they all have limitations. But your mind is not ready for limitations. It wants unlimited joy, unlimited pleasure, which the five senses cannot give you. It's impossible. You simply get burnt down, going over and over and over and over, same thing. Now, without blaming them, honoring all the objects of senses, skillfully come on to the self. This is dispassion, this is vairagya. Often people who think they have dispassion, they keep blaming the world, blaming the objects of senses, afraid of objects of senses, running away from them, and think it's a big temptation. Something could tempt them. How can something tempt you when you are... That fear of temptation is worse. Do you see what I'm saying? Oh, something can tempt you. How can something tempt you? This is second sutra says, Tatpar Purusha kyate gunavai trishnam. Once you know the nature of your being, total bliss, total pleasure. Even the fear about the gunas, fear about the world will disappear. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like a diabetic patient being afraid of sweets. Sweet is, oh, what will happen if I eat? Even looking at the sweet is frightened because it's forbidden for him. But one who has sweetness in himself, he never minds sweets, there or not. This is Paramu Vairagya. Supreme type of dispassion. Not being scared or running away from the world, but being in the world and completely detached. Centered. Don't even say the word detached because it has been distorted so much. I like to use the word centered. People have very funny ideas about enlightenment. And every culture and every religion have got their own idea about enlightenment. Christian culture, a rich man cannot be enlightened. It's impossible. You have got to be in poverty to be enlightened. From the Christian point of view, Rama cannot be enlightened. He was a king. How can a king be enlightened? Even a camel can go through a needle, but not a rich man. Once I was traveling in India from Bangalore to Delhi. I met a gentleman in the airport. He was a priest, Christian priest, the father, church. He just looked at me, smiled, I smiled back, and he came to talk to me and said, I feel like talking to you, my dear brother. I said, yes, I'm allowed to talk to you. What? You are a very nice person, it seems, he says. Oh. Do you believe in Jesus? He asked me. I said, yes. He was a little stunned. He asked me again, do you really believe Jesus? I said, yes. But you are a Hindu, aren't you? I said, perhaps. But you believe in Krishna? I said, yes, I believe in Krishna too. He said, no, but how can Krishna be God? He's a butter thief. He was married. How can somebody be married and steal butter and all be God? He's not the one who can give you salvation. You know, Jesus is the only way. Said, I was also a Hindu before. Now I have become a Christian. From the time I have become Christian, everything is happening. Jesus is taking care of me. I tell you, I advise you, you better become a Christian. And he was so sincere telling this whole thing, you know, trying to convert me. How can Krishna be enlightened? Jains don't think Krishna is could be enlightened, because he created the war. The Arjuna was going to go away, take sannyas, renounce the world. Krishna brainwashed him, made him fight. Krishna was responsible for this huge war that has happened. How could he be enlightened? Stealing butter and having so many wives? It's impossible. Jains don't think an enlightened person, sadhu, should even wear clothes. Their idea of enlightened person is should walk naked, nude. One who is not nude is a little less grade. Who knows what happens when? What desires would come up in them? Whether they are free from lust or not, how will you know? What is the proof? Jain sadhus, they are nude. They don't wear any clothes. They walk nude. They are enlightened. This is the idea of enlightenment. They simply don't consider somebody who eats two square meal a day, that to enjoys a meal, finished. They are not at all enlightened. Someone eat chocolate? Can a saint eat chocolate? Not a saint at all. Buddhists, they have got their own scale of measuring who is enlightened, who is not enlightened. Somebody sings, dances, looks at the whole world, lives in the world, not enlightened. Someone meets with their family members, sit with their family, definitely not enlightened. You have to renounce the family. I see many of these so-called, say, sannyasis, they are so afraid of their own family people. They can't meet their family. Fear, oh, maybe attachment will happen to them. You ran away from the family. Now you see them again, maybe some attachment may come up any time. So scared. I remember in one of the ashram, one of the inmates, so-called the sannyasi, they renounce it. He would not meet his mother. And that old lady, 70-year-old, she comes, he would meet everybody else. What this poor lady has done, he would not even meet her. She would cry. They are very cruel to their own family people. Many of the renunciates, so-called nuns and brothers and fathers, because that is the idea they have. Do you see what I'm saying? When you can love everybody, what sin they have done, those poor people who gave birth to you or who are born with you or your family members, why can't you see them in the same eye? This is a concept. Many sannyasis go through this big difficulty in their head. Shouldn't see their family members. Do you see what I'm saying? All concepts about enlightenment, this, that one is stuck with. The main essence we forgot there is dispassion, centeredness, being centered in spite of all. Being centered, moving in the world is the second essential principle in yoga. Abhyasa and Vairagya. Three gunas happen: sattva, rajas, tamas. These three gunas come in our life in cycles. When sattva comes, there is alertness, knowledge, interest, joy, happiness, everything comes. When rajoguna comes, more desires, feverishness, restlessness, sadness, these comes. When tamoguna comes, delusion, attachment, lack of knowledge, lethargy, all these come. These three things come in life in term by term. But one who is centered will watch, witness, and just move through them very naturally, easily, without being averse to it. See, when aversion comes, what happens? You are promoting it. Do you see what I'm saying? Whatever you are averse with, you stay with it. And whatever you crave for, you continue to crave for it. You allow the craving to continue. So without craving or aversion, moving through the gunas is a real skill. And that is yoga. Yoga, karmasu kaushalam. The skill in your action is yoga. Yoga itself means skill. Skill to live our life. Skill to manage your mind. Skill to deal with your emotions. Skill to be with people. Skill to be in love and not let that love turn into hatred. Everyone loves in this world. Everything loves. But that love doesn't stay too long as love. It immediately becomes hatred. Almost immediately. But yoga is that skill, that preservative, that maintains that love as love throughout. जय जय राधा रमण